it's so weird. I'm about 2 weeks away from not doing coke for 12 years.
No way, really.
2 weeks away.
Wow, you're counting that high. Jeez.
It-
Good Lord, man.
When
Good for you, man.
when I was the old me, I think they told a story on Ari and Red Band's podcast
Right.
about me slamming the computer on Red Band's finger. And I called Brian the other day, and I go, I don't know if you knew this, Brian. That was my 3rd month of sobriety.
Oh, really?
That was January of 2008, and we were at Cobb's Comedy Club.
Right.
And, I got clean like November 10th or something like that of 2007.
Well, just blow?
Just blow.
Right.
Just blow alcohol. I wasn't really a drinker.
Right.
My thing was that cocaine by myself. And
How would you come down? Just smoke weed? Or...
I'd smoke weed. I'd maybe a pill,
Okay.
whatever you had, But the pills would take me somewhere else. It's funny, I watched Dolomite last night.
Oh, okay.
And he says a line in the beginning of that. They're at the diner, and he gets upset, and he goes to his car. And he goes, I've been here all this time, and nothing has happened in my life. And he goes, whatever I'm selling, nobody's buying.
Right.
And the way he said it, and the way he meant it, as a comic, you get to that point one day.
Yep.
Where you're like, whatever I'm selling, they don't want to buy it, whether it's a script,
Right.
my act, I'm just fucking death, and
Right.
he becomes, for me, that was what made me quit. Like, I was like, I either have to fucking do this, or they're not buying what I'm selling no more.
Right.
Like, yeah, I lucked out and picked up some movies and shit like that, but I'm not going to pick them out anymore because the word's going to get out.
Right. Right.
The word's going to get out that this is a big problem. I had already had problems to set The Longest Yard. I had problems in the set of this other movie. I quit this job over, and I could lie to everybody and say that, yeah, I had another job
Right.
doing Mountain Dew, but I canceled that fucking movie that time the people came to my house and I pushed the producer. That was all cocaine induced.
Wow.
That was all cocaine induced,
Yeah,
I'm snorting coke till 6. You're going to come bang on my door at 9.
Oh, no.
I'll stab you in the lung.
Oh,
and then when I tell you to go away, you keep banging on my door. I got a banging headache. I feel bad enough. The dealers already called me twice because I didn't put the $50 in the saddle and took the coke.
Right.
I need you knocking on my door to go do a fucking movie down the corner about the dumbest thing I've ever heard about my life.
Right.
The word's going to get out.
Yeah, it will.
Eventually the word's going to get out. And I didn't want it to get out. And if it did get out, I wanted to correct it with those people,
Right.
Like after I got clean, I wrote a letter to Adam like a year later.
Right.
And he put me in a movie. I could write Adam a letter and next thing I'm in one of his movies.
That's cool, man.
Like
That's
an
cool.
apology letter or whatever.
Right.
But that whole incident in Cobb's happened because I was still running a little shaky. 90 days ain't shit.
Right.
90 days, this thing could turn in any minute. And I know now from talking to other people who have gone through we've gone through that it could change any day. So I have to check myself every day.
Right.
I've had it around. I know people have had it in their pocket.
Yeah.
I know it's at certain places that I frequent, but it doesn't affect me. I can't think of going back to that life.
Oh, yeah, it's...
I can't think of... First of all, I think I would die of a heart attack.
Yeah, man.
Right off the bat. Like at this age, with what I've done and how hard I've done to repair everything, the garlic pills, the cardio.
Right.
I think that like this podcast would not still be intact if I was doing blow. There's no way.
It will go a lot quicker.
No. Nobody would show. This poor kid would still be here 2 years ago, sitting here waiting for him. Who shows?
Oh, shit, well.
When you're on coke, it's a 50-50.
It's just a 50-50 chance. You're going to show up. You're not going to do
50-50.
it.
You do any plans with me, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
And so I know you now, or at least I feel like I know you pretty well. And you're punctual. You get mad. You don't like when other people. You're very on your calendar. Would you feel bad about it in the time? But you're just I can't leave the house right now. I'm too fucked up. Or
it just it changes to the point where you think you can probably ninjutsu your way out of it. Get out of the situation. You can probably blame it on traffic, but I said stupid, had stupid excuses. Hey man, my arm fell off, that kind of thing, and I really believed it. So hey man, my arm fell off, but you get sick all the time. It's all.
I just remember, there was a time where I could not sleep, stop doing coke at 4, and get in the car at 6:15 and go on a plane ride. Feel a little creepy at the airport. But as time went on, the addiction turned into something different. And it got to the point that if I was high till 4, I wouldn't even leave the house at 6. Like I would call the comedy club and say, I'm getting on the plane. I'm headed to the airport, but I wasn't even leaving the fucking house. I did it to about 4 or 5 comedy clubs before they caught on. I think I did it to Joe one time, and you see how I am about comedy now, and you're like, I can't see that. It wasn't me. It was whatever I was doing that was, the last year I canceled 8 gigs the Friday of.
So let's say you were supposed to leave Friday. Thursday night or Thursday during the day, you're like, okay, I'm not going to get high tonight. I'm not going to get high. And then at the last second, you're like, fuck it.
Fuck it, let me go get a package, I'll be fine.
All depends how good the show is. If you rock, you want to re-up.
No, but I'm talking about even getting down there.
Oh, getting down there.
I wouldn't even make it to the plane. Like I would leave, and I'd have the owner of the club waiting for me at the airport, calling me, going, where are you? And I'm going, my plane got delayed. We got debunked to Oklahoma, and now there's a tornado. And they're still going to go, we'll come in tonight. We'll replace you tonight. Coming for tomorrow. And I would still make up a story. Like, it was that bad. And I think of my life now, if you made plans with me to see me at 1 in the afternoon, it was all 50-50.
Even during the day.
Yeah, I didn't do it in the daytime. But when you wake up at 8 and you have the depression from the night before, or you go to bed at 8 in the morning. I go to bed at 8. I would, the last year, I would stay up until Terry would wake up to go to work. And then the last half hour she was there, I was just faking I was asleep with my eyes closed. Meanwhile, my heart's pounding in the fucking bed, and she's getting ready around me. And as soon as she would leave, it was like a breath of fucking relief. Yep. I could open my eyes and jerk off one more time and try to fall back to sleep. So I don't dread those things. I don't dread fucking over people, because that's the only towards the end you're fucking yourself over, but more or less you're fucking people over.
Right.
And this isn't just myself. I heard he'll tell you. I think Artie will tell you the last year, the last day of crashing, he just didn't show. Rest in peace. I love him with all my heart. It's well documented. And this is where our fucking world falls apart. Right. Gandolfini would disappear for 3 days. Come back and pay for the production. I know a friend, he did it to his movie, and he gave him $120,000 for the day of production. And I know for a fact he did a movie in New Orleans, and he went out and supposedly somebody slipped him a pill at the strip club. They couldn't get a hold of him. He had to pay for the whole day of production on a Sean Penn movie, $250,000. Wow. That's your nature, to disappear. I would disappear for 3 days, Lee, where you could, and there was no cell phones in the 80s. You just called the house.
Right.
I don't really
disappear.
Is there a way to describe it to someone? Like, I'm trying to because to me, I can't even wrap my head around it.
Who's an attractive? Let's just say Kate Quigley.
Okay.
Kate Quigley. Okay. Friday, you go out, you get your paycheck for $800 for 2 weeks, and you go out and spend $500 on coke, a bag, because Joey's supposed to split it with you. But I got fucked up the night before and spent the money from that coke. So now you're stuck with the whole 7 grams. And you go to the comedy store, who do you bump into? Kate Quigley. She's got a dress on. You could tell she's got a thong on. You got 2 lines in you. So Kate Quigley's looking completely different than what she looks like to you now. Kate Quigley's now your friend.
Yeah.
When you look at her on cocaine, she looks like a victim. Like she's just when what do cheaters go after?
Yeah, those.
Gazelle prey.
Yeah, that's what she is. She's just prey. So now let's pretend you went to Pablo. Mm-hmm. You said, Pablo, give me that 7 grams on the arm. I'm going to sell it to Joe Diaz. I'm going to make a profit. Mm-hmm. So now, even though you got it in your pocket and you're going to make a profit on Joe Diaz and you still owe Pablo $500, you're going to look at Kate. And I'm just using Kate as an example because everybody knows that she's a pretty girl. I could use 1,000 other girls, but Whitney Cummings, whatever. You look at her, you know, they got a thong on, they bent over. You know they do coke. You give them a package, you make them go to the bathroom. They do 2 bumps, they come back, they tell you the coke is great. And then they come back, give you 2 more. Now it's 3 in the morning. Now where we're going to go? I live in Studio City and I got another 7 grams up there. Kate Quigley or whoever it is going to come up there with you.
Yep.
Now, the first gram that you do, you're okay because you're in profit.
Yeah, right.
You're just losing a little profit. You still got Pablo's money tomorrow. But next thing you know, you talk Kate into taking the top off. And you want to do 2 bumps off her tits. She's snorting. Pretty soon, you're like,
things.
okay, fuck Joey's Pablo. Now we're moving on to fucking Pablo's money. Even though you and Pablo are best friends, you grew up with Pablo. That addiction makes you tell Pablo to go fuck himself. Even though in real life, you would never tell Pablo's your best friend. And Joey's your best friend. But you just selling your soul right now for Kate, her pussy, and that cocaine. Now, you know how long that lasts to do all that coke? Friday from 3 in the morning to Saturday night at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you guys pretty basically stay in all afternoon, maybe go for a walk to get beer.
Right.
And go right back to do that coke every 20 minutes. And talk shit, fuck, suck, whatever you got to do. Now, Sunday morning, Kate, you wake up at 2 in the afternoon, Kate's gone. You look at your phone, you got 6 missed messages from Pablo. Joey hasn't called. Joey called last night because he got money the night before. Mm-hmm. So it's, you give up so much for this addiction. Like you sell.
Put a lot of effort into nothing.
It's a lot of effort into nothing.
Yeah, and especially
besides fucking your friends. Now you gotta go face Pablo and make up a lie to Pablo that the cops pulled Joe over and took it.
Bitches took it or some shit.
You got no money and you'll pay him $50 a week for 18 weeks.
Well, you've talked to me or told stories about times when, when you didn't even want the girls to come over, so it was just by yourself.
There was a point where because the addiction keeps growing. That's what people don't understand. Pablo's clean a year, but inside of him, that addiction has grown.
Oh yeah.
That's why so many. Well, I'm lying to you. Like when people go back to heroin, they shoot the amount they were shooting before they went to rehab, and they get a heart attack. Right. They OD because it was their tolerance went low. Right. You know, your tolerance goes lower and lower.
But your desire for it keeps growing.
Keeps growing. So when you're an addict, as they describe an addict, you know, I hear a lot of words when people describe addicts. Yeah. They describe addicts, they describe disease. But in my world, I was an addict. Okay, I was an addict. I would wake up at 8 in the morning. First thing I thought about was coke. The second thing was comedy. And how was I going to get the money for the coke to do the comedy?
Doing cocaine comedy.
That's an addict. That's an addict. And guess what? I have the rent money, but the rent's not due till the 5th. So even though it's the 29th and I got the rent money, I'm good till Monday, bitch. All bets are off. And guess what? It's Halloween Thursday. I'm going to tell you I'm going to stay clean for Halloween, but I'm buying an 8-ball and 10 Quaaludes just to start the party off. And that's how you think. That's how you think.